Hello everyone, and welcome to another Raz-Lee Security webinar. My name is Eli Spitz, Vice President Business Development at Raz-Lee, and in this webinar we'll focus on our latest product called Authority Inspector, which is based upon a new feature released by IBM in release 7.3 of OS 400 called Authority Collection. The challenge faced by all IBM I organizations is to allocate user authorities only at the authority levels absolutely required. All current regulations, including PCI, SOX, HIPAA, and the soon-to-be in effect GDPR regulation, all stipulate that user authorities should only be allocated as needed. And as all IBM I system administrators know, this is very complex and very error-prone. So what we need is a collection tool which gathers all the required information, which can then be analyzed in order to optimally define authorities. IBM did indeed develop such an application called Authority Collection, which records for all relevant activities the required authority as opposed to the user levels defined. Dawn May discussed Authority Collection very extensively in her blog post last year. So again, Authority Collection collects a very large amount of data, which IBM suggests accessing and analyzing via SQL, which is not an easy task. IBM Navigator can be used as well, but the display and product capabilities are limited. So optimally, there's a need for a dedicated GUI application to easily analyze the Authority Collection data and to turn it into information. Raz-Lee now provides Authority Inspector, which is the first product dedicated to this task. And Raz-Lee has decided to provide this product for free during 2017 in appreciation of Raz-Lee's success over the years, which is a direct result of our worldwide customer base and business partners. So before I show you some Authority Inspector screenshots, I'd like to emphasize that Authority Inspector is an Eclipse-based business intelligence product which uses Authority Collection data as its input. Authority Inspector runs on the PC only, and it presents the Authority Collection data in tables and graphs, summarized and counted so that the information is easy to understand and easy to analyze. Filters, which are based on specific field data, reduce the huge amount of information collected by Authority Collection, and the resulting tables can then be exported to Excel for further analysis. The whole process is quick, simple, and most important, it's easy to understand and easy to implement. So the bottom line is that with Authority Inspector, your Authority Collection data is now valuable information which you can work with and utilize. The first screen we'll look at here is a screen to select the more than 60 fields collected by Authority Collection, selecting only those which are relevant to your investigation. As you see here on the left, it's important to note that network traffic can be optimized by selecting only the relevant fields because the product, of course, Authority Inspector runs on the PC, as I said. We access the IBM I as needed, and it certainly will optimize performance by transferring only the information required from the IBM I to the PC. So we can select the fields we need, etc. If we look at a typical screen layout, we see here on the left-hand side, we're looking at a field called Detailed Required Authority. The authorities that are required to access the objects which we've collected in Authority Collection. These are the quantities of the required authority that appears here. Another way of looking at this data, of course, is via the graph here in the middle. And on the left-hand side, we see the other fields in each of the records collected by Authority Collection. Then, of course, we can limit the number of records fetched in order to improve performance. And we can also select which fields we want to see in this table. These are the fields which will ultimately be exported to Excel as well for further inquiry should that be needed. So how do we work with Authority Inspector? Well, we can filter the huge amount of data collected by authority collection, for example, by collected for, the field which specifies the authorization name. The dimensions are here on the bottom, those that we decided that we would like to retrieve from the IBMI. Collected for, there are 3 users in our system. They can be seen here graphically, and the records themselves, the authority collection records, appear here with the relevant field names. So let's do something interesting. For example, let's filter specific object types. We see here the approximately 10 to 12 object types which appear in the records that we've collected, that authority collection has collected, the quantity of each, and we decide to filter the authority collection data by only these 3 object types. We see this graphically, and we see the information by record here on the right. Now that we have filtered by object type, we can go ahead and see, okay, who are the users, the authorization names that this information was collected for. And we'll select DB and filter, in addition to the filter by object type, filter by user DB. We now see again, the record information. We can, as I said earlier, we can manage the fields that we see here in the table by clicking on this button here, and we can export to Excel by clicking on the Excel button. And indeed, we can see, for example, here, we're looking at the required authority as opposed to the current authority for the user, DB, on the 3 object types that we've decided to filter by. So again, if we go back for a moment, the purpose of the product, as we said, is to turn data into information. The data can be filtered very, very easily by pointing and clicking on the screen. Eventually, what we want to do is to define user authorities based upon what is required, and all the information that we need will appear in this Excel spreadsheet. The visualizer for authority collection is just one product in Raz-Lee's very, very comprehensive suite of solutions, which we break down into 4 main categories: auditing, protection, encryption, and database security. Raz-Lee offers products for every conceivable security, compliance-related issue which can come up on the IBMI, including, of course, all that auditors need in order to perform their job as well. Now, the outstanding characteristics of the products in the iSecurity suite are that they are all fully GUI and green screen. We provide hundreds of built-in customizable reports which can produce reports in any format that you wish. Of course, they can be emailed. We support syslog and SNMP, even Twitter, and we support Ceph and Leaf formats, which are the formats used by ArcSight and by QRadar. Most organizations these days, of course, are multi-LPAR, and so therefore we provide cross-enterprise management of LPARs, everything having to do with reporting and product definition, product log files, etc. Performance is exceptional on all sizes of systems. We have customers with many tens, even hundreds of systems who have our products. And the bottom line, therefore, is that Raz-Lee does provide the most comprehensive suite of solutions for security, encryption, auditing, and compliance, as attested by the customers that we have worldwide. CHS, for example, in the United States, with more than 200 systems, replacing a competitor many years ago. The Royal Bank of Scotland as well. Many, many casinos in Nevada, Pennsylvania, and other states in the United States, and also overseas, in the Far East in particular. Euronet Worldwide, which I believe they're multinational. They are probably our largest customer for application security. Banks such as Svenska Handelsbanken and other important names, as you can see on the bottom of the screen in the last bullet. Raz-Lee Security, just to end off this presentation, we've been focused on the IBM I for more than 30 years, corporate offices in many different countries, products installed in tens of countries worldwide. And I think that what's most important is our partnerships with IBM, for example, especially with QRadar, and other partnerships with Imperva, with McAfee, with HP, and integration again with all the different products that you see on the lower half of the screen. And we have distributors in many, many countries worldwide. So if you have any further questions or you wish to receive a download link to Authority Inspector, again at no charge, no cost, no maintenance fee, send us an email please at marketing@razlee.com. Have a great day.